Dear students, welcome to your English class. I hope you all are happy, healthy and safe. Students, today we will read and understand chapter 3, Washing Clothes with My Mom. But before we start the chapter, let us be thankful to our parents as they really work hard to make our lives comfortable. Our mothers cook food for us, they make us ready for school, whether they are online classes or offline classes. They help us doing our homework. They ensure that we live in a clean and hygienic environment by cleaning the house, cleaning our clothes, ironing them, and even arranging them properly in our cupboards. They also work hard day and night so that they can give us a very comfortable life. They are ready to sacrifice their comforts to make us comfortable, and they do not complain about it. Look at this picture. This is a true representation of our parents. They are doing so many works all together just to make our life comfortable. And the best part is that they do not show how much they care for us. Children, this is not an easy task. Now let us read the chapter. It is written by Jamie. Children, this story is a memory of the author. He tells us how one event of his life changed his attitude towards hardships or difficult situations of life. So let us read the story. I was raised in a family of 14 people, in a home with only one bathroom. So the narrator tells us that he grew up in a family of 14 people, and the problem was that there was only one bathroom to be shared by all these 14 people. So in the first line of the chapter itself, we know what the problem is. But children, remember, every problem has a solution. So let us read ahead. Needless to say, scheduling bath time in my home was more than a simple task. Children, the maximum use of a bathroom is usually in the morning, as everyone has to get ready. Children have to go to their school, parents have to go to their offices. That means it is more or less the same time when everyone needs the bathroom. So, allocating bathroom time to 14 people in the morning was definitely not a simple task. When I was 7 years old, I learned the only way to get sufficient bath time was to wake up before my siblings. So children, at the age of 7 itself, the narrator understood that the only way to get enough bathroom time was to get up earlier than his other siblings or brothers and sisters. My mother gave me an old wind-up clock so I could wake up early. To help him get up early, his mother gave him an alarm clock, an old wind-up clock. The first morning I used the alarm, I woke up at 5:30, walked downstairs as quietly as possible and had a bath. The next day, the author woke up at 5:30 because of the alarm clock. And he walked downstairs trying to make minimum noise. He did not want to disturb the others and took a bath. While I bathed, I heard Dad stirring in the bedroom, which was adjacent to the bathroom. And when the author was taking a bath or when he was bathing, he heard his dad moving in the bedroom. He could hear him move because the bedroom was just next to the bathroom. After I completed my bath, I was going back upstairs when I heard a buzzing in the basement. And after he took a bath, he was going upstairs, maybe to sleep. He heard a buzzing sound coming from the basement of the house. Children, buzzing is a sound that bees make. Zzz. this kind of a sound. I tiptoed to the basement landing and looked around the corner of the stairs. Mom was bent over a dryer, pulling clothes out and setting them on a table. Now, when he heard this noise, he was a little worried or scared and wanted to know that who could be there in the basement at this hour. So he tiptoed. Tiptoed means to walk on toes, quietly and cautiously, something like this. The author wanted to know where was the noise coming from, so he tiptoed to the basement landing to look around the corner of the stairs. And to his relief or surprise, both, he saw that his mother was in the basement. She was bent over the dryer and was taking clothes out of the dryer and setting them on a table. She was singing. Without turning around, she said, "What are you doing?" The author heard his mother sing while setting the clothes on the table. Though the author tiptoed, but his mother came to know that he was at the basement, and so she asked, "What are you doing?" "I heard buzzing," I said. "What are you doing?" The author replied that he heard buzzing and so he came to check and asked his mother what was she doing at this hour. "Washing clothes," she replied. "This early?" "4 days a week," she replied. So she replied that she was washing clothes. And the author again asked a question, "This early, that means at this time? Or why at this time?" To this, his mother again replies that she does this 4 days a week. That is, she washes clothes this early for 4 days a week. Mom explained that she woke up at 4 o'clock every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to wash clothes. She explained it was necessary to keep us in clean clothes. So his mother explained further that she woke up at 4 o'clock every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday to wash clothes. And she also explained it to him that it was the only way to wash the clothes and to keep all of them in clean clothes. "Dad's up too," I said. So the author informed his mother that Dad was also awake. "I know. He does paperwork while I do laundry. It's the only time the house is quiet enough to concentrate." She replied that she already knew that and explained that this was the only time when he could do his paperwork as everyone slept at that time, and it was the only time when there was silence in the house and he could do his work with complete concentration. So children, both the parents did their work while the children were asleep. "Why were you singing?" I asked. "Children, people usually sing when they are happy. But how could his mother be happy when she had to get up so early to wash clothes?" This is what the writer thought. So he asked his mother that why was she singing? "I might as well enjoy my work. No use being upset." His mother had a very positive outlook, and so she answered that she would better enjoy doing her work than being sad or upset about it. Children, this should be the attitude. We should enjoy whatever work we are doing. If we are playing, we should enjoy playing. If we are studying, we should enjoy studying. If we are helping our parents, we should enjoy helping our parents. We all have to carry out our duties and responsibilities. So why not enjoy doing whatever comes our way? Mom still used an old wringer washer. But she was absolutely thrilled that she and Dad had scraped together enough money to get a clothes dryer. She wouldn't have to hang clothes outside during winter anymore. By now, we have understood that the author's family was not a rich family and they did not have enough money to buy the latest clothes dryer. So, mother had to use an old wringer washer. The beauty was that she was very happy and excited about the fact that both of them, that is, mom and dad, had been able to save enough money to buy the clothes dryer. She was happy that she would not have to hang clothes outside during the winter season. It was quite an old fashioned dryer, not like the modern ones we have today. And the lint filter had to be cleaned after every load. The dryer that they were using was a very old fashioned dryer, and it wasn't like the modern ones that we use today or we have today. Children, lint filter is a part in the washing machine that collects loose threads and cloth fiber and also hair. We know that the author's family had an old fashioned dryer. So its lint filter had to be cleaned after every load. Can I help? I asked. Sure. So when the author saw all this, he offered help. So he asked if he could also help. And his mother agreed. Mind it, children, the author was only 7 years old, almost 2 to 3 years younger than what all of you are. And he wanted to help his mother in the household chores. Mom started another load in the dryer and placed a large towel on the basement floor in front of the dryer. Why don't you lie down and catch a nap until we are ready for another load? So mom put another set of clothes in the dryer and also placed a large towel for the narrator to sleep on it. She asked him to sleep on the towel in between the loads. She was a very caring mother and did not want him to sacrifice his sleep for helping her. The air from the dryer was warm and comfortable. I slept until the dryer buzzed. Children, if we look at the pictures given in the book, we can conclude that it was the winter season, as the child and the mother were both wearing full-sleeved clothes or sweaters. So the warm air from this old-fashioned dryer made him feel cozy and comfortable. He slept till the dryer buzzed. The dryer buzzed and signaled that the clothes were ready to be taken out. I was thrilled when Mom taught me to clean the lint filter and to place the dry clothes on a folding table. He was filled with excitement and happiness when Mom taught him to clean the lint filter and to keep the dried clothes on a folding table. She made me feel useful. I remember how she complimented me on a job well done, although I remember dropping most of the clothes before I got them on the table. He was happy because he felt that he could also help his parents, and that made him feel very good and useful. The author is now a grown-up man, and this happened when he was just 7 years old. But he still remembers how his mother praised and appreciated him for the little work that he did. The author remembered that he used to drop most of the clothes before taking them to the folding table. Even then, his mother would compliment him for the good work that he did. When my elder sisters woke at 6 o'clock, they took their bath and then helped Mom carry the folded clothes upstairs. That was a ritual that I hadn't noticed until that morning. His elder sisters woke up at 6 o'clock, and after taking their bath, they also came to help Mom to carry the folded clothes upstairs. This was regularly done in the same way since a long time, but the author came to know this only on that day. The next morning, I set the alarm for 4 o'clock. I hurried through my bath and rushed to the basement to help Mom. She placed a towel on the floor. I slept until the dryer buzzed. The narrator seems to be a responsible child because the next morning he got up at 4 o'clock to help his mother. He quickly took his bath and rushed to the basement to help his mother. His caring and loving mother placed a towel on the floor where he could sleep between the loads. Then cleaned the lint filter and stacked the clothes on the table. I slept between loads while Mom sang, folded clothes and washed another load. That was a routine we kept every wash day for several years. He slept on the towel until the buzzer signaled that he had to get up and clean the lint filter. Then he cleaned the lint filter and made a pile of clothes on the folding table and slept again until the dryer was ready for another load. And while he slept, his mother sang, folded clothes and washed another load. And this routine was followed for many years on every wash day. Children, you remember the wash days? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. I look back on those days with fond memories. My parents taught my siblings and me that work wasn't a hardship. Sometimes when I'm working, I catch myself singing a song I learnt in that old basement and smile. Childhood memories are always close to people. Whenever people remember the memories, they get emotional about them. These memories make them happy and feel good about the lovely times they had in their past. The narrator tells us that his parents taught him and his brothers and sisters that work was not a hardship and that they must enjoy doing their work. He also tells us that at times when he is working, he also sings a song that he learned in that old basement. Maybe he learned singing while working from his mother. It is amazing to me how seemingly insignificant moments create fond memories that last a lifetime. The author feels that it is amazing to know how some moments that appeared to be of little value or importance actually create beautiful memories that one can cherish for his or her entire life. Children, I hope you have liked the chapter and have taken a lesson that work is not a hardship and one should enjoy whatever he or she does. Thank you, children, and have a nice day, but make sure that you do not go out of your house.